Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Welcome people. Welcome on the 28th of December 2019, or so they say. Whatever. We're going to have some fun tonight, guys. It is still holiday season, so I hope, universal big shout out to you all. Hope you're all having a very epic time. Okay. Peace and love and gratitude to you all before we get underway. Okay. This is what we're going to be looking into in today's post. We're going to be looking to Ovid the Roman, apparent Roman poet, okay, who is basically showing us the aquatic reset of the Phoenicians, okay, in a very epic form from a document that I've dug up from 1512, okay, and it is juicy, very juicy. When you watch Flat Earth British and associated channels, you're going to see how juicy when we have a look in a minute. Okay, we're going to look into Antiquitents as proposed on my last post. Okay, they are a thing. Think of wigwams or teepees or yurts or other sorts of tents that were used in humanity apparently forever and a day, up until recent times, or so they say. So we're going to have a laugh along the way. We're going to look into an added 1,000 years, an added millennia into the chronology of the calendar that we so enjoy today, and added months on the calendar as well. So it's pretty hard to nail down exactly when we are. And it's been in the hands of Jesuits, Benedictine monks, etc. for rewrites, for dishing out to humanity, okay, whatever way they want to spin it, with an agenda. Okay, and spells in their words, which we're going to look into as well. Some unbelievable, really clever etymology breakdowns, but that's running away with itself. I'm literally flabbergasted and can't keep up with the etymology breakdowns of this place. Okay, so that's what we're going to look into as well. But first, Ovid's Metamorphosis. Now, apparently this Roman poet lives in 4th century AD, okay, and he's a poet of in Augustus Caesar's time, okay. Anyway, Ovid shows a manuscript or a poem which we have the depictions for, which shows the metamorphosis of peoples, and it's full of dog heads, people turning into trees, Phoenicians coming up from the water after a reset. The whole thing is in there, guys. When you know what you know on Flat Earth British from Decoding, this will smack you in the face. This is like, wow. And it is beautiful, the highest quality for 1519. It's crazy. And we look at some Bernini art. Now, we love Bernini art on Flat Earth British, okay, guys, and it is depicting exactly this scenario of Ovid's Metamorphosis in Bernini art, okay. We're going to have a look at that. And loads of things besides, okay? Lots of craziness going on. We're going to take life too seriously because it's Flat Earth British. So we're going to have a giggle, okay, along the way because it's Flatterday. But I am going to get underway because I don't want to beat around the bush today. I want to be able to get on with the juice. Okay, so here we go. Please subscribe to this channel and my other channels. Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke. Flat Earth British Think Tank is what it's called. Martin Liedtke, and there's another one out there, but it's all very confusing at the moment. Anyway. Peace and love. Happy anything and everything. And here we go. A Flat Earth Britishness on Flatterday night. We love this, don't we? You excited? I am. I'm perpetually excited anyway. So, we're going to look into this guy. Yeah, it was Ovid, who is basically a Roman, and he was born in a village just outside Rome, and he was in 17 to 18 AD, known as Ovid, and he was in the reign of Augustus Caesar. But we don't want to go too much about his life, okay? Classical bullshittery with date slides and everything else mushed in. Little bits of, truth, as in they call them the Romans, we know them as the Phoenicians, but he wrote this in AD 8. It's an interesting date. And it was his most ambitious work, Metamorphosis, okay? The hexameter epic poem of 15 books. The work, encyclopedically, catalogues transformations in Greek and Roman mythology, from the emergence of the cosmos to the apotheosis of Julius Caesar, Czar of the Sea. The stories follow each other in the telling of human beings transformed into new bodies, trees, rocks, animals, flowers, constellations, etc. At the same time, he worked on the Fasti, a 6-book poem. Anyway, but we're not looking into that. So that's to do with Roman festivals. But that's interesting. So here's the book. Okay, I can't really show you it on this because it would be sluggy and slow. So what I did is I took the time to download the images today, and we're going to have a look at them. They are some show ass. Now, it's all Phoenician, they're quite freaky, and there's a lot of demonic stuff going on, but the overwhelming theme is watery reset, aquatic wickedness, very flat earth related, and these heavenly hosts. Okay, these Olympians, or Zeus and his gang, who come in chariots, okay, and they come from the sky, they come from the water with plasma tech, okay, and water tech, okay, and this is what you get. And this is Ovid's Metamorphosis in pictures. It's all in pictures. There's no words with this book. So let's have a little decode, shall we? Let's have a little decode. Now what you find is there's 2 colours. Actually it's 3 now. There's a red, there's a purple, and there's a blue. But what you find is, what I'm finding is the red I'm finding are the Metamorphosis ones, and the blues, I don't know if it means something to do with DNA, blood types, or what have you, but something very, very strange going on with the whole thing. Firstly, what are they standing on? And you've got a pissy emperor, but check that backdrop, that green screen that he has behind him. Looks like some sort of projector, doesn't it? So anyway, this stuff's really funky, and this is deeply coded with Phoenician stuff, as you will see. Check this out. So this is brilliant. So you got pissy Zeus, who's got like the active fash, but I found this really interesting. He's taken, this is like the, you know, the Hindu classics of the Mahabharata, or the Bhagavad Gita with Krishna and Arjuna battles, you know, Vimanas, Vimastras, it's the same sort of thing. So he is a giant, looks like a monkey, and he's holding up a whatever into the sky. Cities are on fire, all of them. And like I said about that Carnival Row television program, right, they had a lot of these beings, these, you know, the people with horns, dog heads, these winged fairy things, which I doubt are fairies. What about that? Buried up to its neck. We're going to talk a little bit about architecture on headwear, as in hats. There's a clue coming that has been found by Great Flat Earth British think tank, and there will be many clues. There's a My Little Pony. There'll be many clues in this. So yeah, these got zapped. They're like Titan battles. So I don't think they're angels. They look more like fairies. Okay, is that a shell? Indeed. So that's quite good. Oh, didn't see him. So the cities burn and they come up from the water. Okay, you see this a lot. Check this out. So, this is so cool. It's cool because it's so early, you know, we're looking at 500-year-old texts, and the quality is same old thing. I don't know, obviously not looking at Eden. There's a watery backdrop. These lot seem to have come up from the water or something. What are they eating? Fruit. They all seem to be ginger or fair haired, really. Maybe mousy there. So a strange scene of a golden era, maybe. Okay. While melancholy waits in the wings with a scythe. With You'll see what happens with that shortly. So heavenly hosts can't see him. They're out of the way. Through a chem cloud, obscuring them. And he's got that flaming stick. I don't think he's from a good place. I don't know. The guy with the bleeding eyes, he's like, I don't know. I'm gonna burn your nipple. It's a bit strange. Animals. Monkeys picking a flower, tortoises. So the animals are running wild with the peeps. No problemo. The lion's not eating him and him, is it? Yeah. And he's looking at him like, whatever is he doing? Which I don't even know. It's too weird. And you'll see this with Bernini art. I'm going to show you shortly. Is people transmogrifying or metamorphosizing. Look at the face on that one. That's not even human, is it? Into trees and plants. I heard this when I was a kid. Somebody once said to me, I can't recall who it was, is, oh, wanton women end up as trees. Look at that one there. It looks like a woman going like that. And it was a bit like, they looked like a woman's bits on it. I was like, ooh, yeah, see what you mean. Look at this. Like a spell. So the goose is in the hoose. He's going to get the fuck out of here. Okay, maybe the stork does deliver the baby. There's clues in this to actually the arrivals, surprisingly. So she's sitting there, he's doing all the work. People look weirdly, physically weird, don't they? Like they got this, you know, this muscly thing going, but it's not in proportion and don't like look at anyone of today. It's really weird. Oh, the horn of plenty. Yeah, the ship only comes in for one day. It delivers what it needs to deliver. Look at him. Wings open, eagle. You'll never see the wings close. The red cape, okay, and the scepter. It's all there. Technology, guys. Technology. And some really trippy, considering Ovid's supposed to be depicting, you know, times past, you know, whatever, Bronze Age or what have you. You know, like a really modern building going on. They're doing some workage on it because the mud's halfway up, see. Just a chance to green up. What's all this? A mace? Quiver? Mammy, what shall I do with the fasces? Oh, look at that. See, that's, you couldn't stick that in a person. That'd just be ridiculous. You'd never get it out for start off. So what is it? Yeah, it's tech. It's bound. It's magnets. It's fasces. So pretty cool. She's letting him hold the big weapons. So here we go again. Look, I got blue. He's hovering on a cloud again, and he's got red or purple, if you like. Has he got scales, or is this just engraving? It's difficult to know. But he's got a Vajra, hasn't he? Or a one-sided Vajra. So this is technology, EM tech. Not sure about the weird things behind him. And you've got an eagle biting his leg, but it's got his wings open. So he's like, I got the active charge, I got the tech. And he's like, I haven't, this is, I don't know if this is Caesar, but I haven't got any tech whatsoever, and I don't even know. He's like saying, I got smooth bits. What's that? Ugh. And she got green hair. So yeah, some things don't change. Let's have a look. Oh wow, no, 1500s. That's magging. Really, cannonballs, Greek fire, high explosives. These are for torturing and killing. You put them up on them. So city's burning, but it's not by cannonballs. Put your castle up nice and high. So he's got a blue cape on, and he's a Phoenician. And all this is set in Middle Ages. Okay. Now with the constellation comes justice. Probably in the form of a comet. You know what's in the fiery box? We see them all the time in Phoenician depictions. Okay. Ovid. Metamorphosis. You'll see the dog heads and everything else in a minute. They're sort of, you know, these like the scales, aren't they? Because they're aquatic, aren't they? Look, he's with her, so he's saying I got the active charge, and he has active fasces. This is a EM technology. I always wondered why it's a tiny little island like Britain never got messed with. Yeah. And they got the power. What's going on there? Right. It's like, I reckon he's sucking the blood. That looks grey and like emaciated. I think that's like a kiss going on. Look at that. Is that a woman? No, it's just a tree. Oh, is the juggage hanging out? And let's check the hairdos. Ginger, blonde. Something in the hair. Okay. That one's really cool. Move on. Look at that one. That one is really cool. So like I say, they're just like disproportionate, aren't they? It's like no man really looks like this. This is fucking weird. And they're always under chemtrail. He's got the active charge, which we'll see discharges lightning. Okay. And looks like they're battling them on ground. And they're dropping rocks on us. So, a spiritual battle. This is going to be a spiritual vlog, anyway, for holiday season. There you go with the red again. Oh, these just look pure aquatic. They've come up from the water, haven't they? She got scales. I don't think this is the engraving, because it would show, maybe it's just shadowing, yeah. But look at this. Taurus on the hair, all of them blonde. Okay. They're not big on clothes, so I've noticed. She's like, oh, I can't get this fucking thing off. What are they? They're not arrows, are they? They're too little. So red and blue again. Looks like they just come up from the water. Ooh. Check this out then. There's the first dog head. So double. I know, I see. Peacock. She got the red cape. And the dog head's got a grey. It's a dog head woman. And she's grabbing her locks. She's doing the metamorphosis there and then, see. This is what was happening these times. Check the heavenly hosts. They suck. Check them out. Yeah. You got the fasces and a Phrygian. It's got the Phrygians going on. Xusus. Zap. He looks like a zombie. He looks like Skeletor. They all look like Skeletor. So they got like and him. Or Poseidon. They look like they're ready to plot in. Okay, that's his super weapon, this guy. He's like Captain Caveman type of thing going on. Probably don't remember him if you're not old. So polar bears chasing people into the sky. Okay, check the clothes, guys. Wow. No toes in his weird socks. I don't know what animal that is, but I think it's a human that's like, there he is up there. He's gonna kill, because it's not a human, it's a metamorphosizing in Phoenician. Doghead. Doghead alert. Excited. Look at the state of, look at the architecture. And what's that? What's that pot? It's got horns. Are they eating strange meat? Like little legs? Could be, you know. So that's him in the red again. Sitting on a blue pillow, Phoenician chair. Look at the chairs. Yeah, the wings are open. We know what that means. And the dog head's in blue. And he's getting the... And they all show the capes open like Superman. Silunus. The dog head. Okay. Depicted in many, many of these depictions. So they're bringing the water. I'm taking it. This is flood, tsunami, indeedy. Okay, trees broke. So they're just getting up to their watery wickedness. Their aquatic insanity. And they arrive on these horses. They're analogous for some sort of aquatic spacecraft. And I think these things lived as well. These fairy women things. Maybe it was just outside of our reality. And outside that veil. And they're there now. And maybe the veil was thinner in this reset, and they was existing with us, metamorphosizing in the 3D hologram. Maybe. Anyway. Double peacocks. So they always arrive on these whale things. She's really lazy getting delivered. You can see she got a bit of an attitude. So Poseidon arrives on a whale. So it's always the mermaidy theme going on. Okay, let's have a look at this. The Nephilim. They desired our women. Although this is not giant. They're always blonde as well. You don't see too many have a nose. Oh, something's burning in the background, so you find that. What I find is nothing is feeling very 1500s at all. What about this? This is definitely Noah's flood, isn't it? Check this out. It's got a monkey up the tree. There's a man. They're climbing up the trees. Everyone's like, oh shit. They're in a tent. Antiquitents. Come, we must go now. Come with me to the water. You will be safe. Oh, and everything's flooding. They get on higher ground. The rains. So I don't think that's strictly Noah's flood. It's definitely a delugio though. Delugio. Pariah. Anyway, what we got here is a boat on the top of the hill, but that's not Noah's Ark, is it? Look at that temple. So they're having getting their rocks off. So it's the blue side versus the red side. It's got to be blood groups. And the blue side was the ones metamorphosizing, weren't they? I haven't seen any reds morphing, have you? Blue bloods, the royals, hologram. They used purple, electromagnetic technology in their purple. Maybe that's to hold the holograms in place, to hide their true appearance. Okay, here's the Phoenicians. Again, these women. All blonde, ginger, breastplates, purple, blue. And some lady who doesn't look like she's like, you know, not the peasants exist anywhere in this era. A lizard baby or an aquatic baby. She's like, you know, oh, it's so, looking for words. Which means disgusting. Maybe they eat them. I don't know. So aquatic Cherubinowski deliveries is a thing in Ovid's Metamorphosis. Here they are again, coming from the water. Come here. Oh, come here. She's coming out of the water. He's looking like Goddy. He's got the blue on. She's got the red on. Okay. Right, she's morphing and she's got red. That busted that theory. Okay. These ships do not look 1500 ships, boats. At all. And you only got one wing. You're not going to get far. She's in the the metamorphosis stage. He's trying to grab her. Or him. Difficult to say, as you'll see in this post. Yeah, dragon itch. So he's like, convenient how that little red thing landed in front of possibly smooth bits or what have you, like Action Man. It is fiery. Yeah, why can't he breathe fire? It's not even a fire-breathing dragon. He's just standing there while he fucking shoots him. Yeah, so you don't have to have Welsh dragons. Anyway. Ain't got it going on. She's like, look at this. You missed. I'm a heartless mare. You missed me. She looks a bit heartless, actually. They're cooking humans. It's debatable whether they're dead. Strange meat times. And they got a bit of a flavour. There's another deado there. She's like, you missed me. Look, I'm fine. I'm a heartless person. Careful what I say. So there you are. There's a cherub that fires an arrow through your heart. Apparently casting a black magic blood spell on you, unsuspecting ras. Apparently that's what they do, according to, like, you know, fucking Valentine's cards. Not that that's a reality. Look at these skyscrapers in the past. Holy fuck, they're big, aren't they? To be next to them, I wonder what they do. They look like a plant. It's 1500s, guys. So she's definitely she's definitely metamorphosizing into a twee. So it's pretty cool, isn't it, guys? Do you like them? A grass roof. I'd love to live somewhere with a grass roof. And you get Pan, or the Cyclops, or the Centurion. It's half man, half horse. Oh, an Apollo. Okay, we got God-offs. Look at my beautiful 103-year-old ginger baby. He's gone a bit bald on top. And they got the Roman, Phoenician laurel leaves going on. And they live in quite rural surroundings, quite humble. Mrs. Doghead looks like she's expecting. So I think they're minding their own business, keeping out of Dodge, and I think they're like not popular because they look a bit, you know, dog-heady. Maybe. I don't know. Wow. Like, it's not trippy, this at all, is it? There they are again. These winged angel fairy beings. I don't think they're angels. So that's a really nice setting. Watery. Aquatic strangeness. Nymphs. Where's the nymphs? There's one. There's two. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They got a nymph thing going on. Okay. Found out a lot. 1500s, guys. Look at the colour. But I haven't seen any unicorns. Oh. Okay, so he's playing the pipes, so vibrational qualities. With some groovy threads on. Is he blindfolded? Yeah. Why can't he look at him without blindfold? How can he's gardening with... No, he's not, is he? It's his staff. He's blind. What made him blind? So again, it's the blue cape, it's the red cape. And the same old theme of them desiring if that's an earthly woman, because they're all ginger, everyone. What about this? The eagle, wings open, and watch, look, Vajra, yeah, EM Tech, literally ruin your day, okay? Literally. So the big black chem clouds again. Cup, ooh, don't like that one. This don't look like it's going very well. So he's got a Caesar, so I'm suspecting it's Hermes. But Hermes has come up for his watery wickedness. He's playing a flute, and he's got like a little pink mini dress thing on with matching blue hat, which doesn't match at all. And he's listening, thinking, he's got warts. He's got warts. So he's got a Caesar's going on. He's just taking a break. Let's have to keep an eye on this episode. Let's see how this pans out. Okay. So there he is, Mercury. This time he's in a nice little red number, flying in with his god helmet wing thing. I think it's the cape like Superman that does the flying now. And Caesar's, it's humming. I can hear it from here. Look at these two. So nobody's looking particularly humany, really, are they? Look at the women. Are they all expecting? Or have they just got a McDonald's there? Huh? What are these? But they are looking really, really flowery and, you know, pretty headway. Look at the architecture. Underground. Get the fuck out of Dodge holes, which you need. Okay. So visit the Medusa. You got the owl again, wings open. And what's she got? That's metal, isn't it? She's got that thing up. What's the matter with the fingers? Black nails. Anyway, another Phoenician. She's gone to see the Gorgon. She can look at her and not turn to stone now. And a jug's hanging out. What's so special about her? She got red. She got that weird lump going on. I doubt they're pregnant. But you never know. And having a nice friendly word with a Gorgon. Seems alright. It's weird, isn't it? Alright, oh my god, what's this? More watery strangeness, more aquatic goings on. So the nymphs are, got wings, are in the water. This is awesome, this is awesome. What we got here? Winged, horned Pan people. This is Pan's people. He's like, no, what I told you before, lad. This is my stash, yours is over the river. But mine is so small, it's not doing as good as yours. Give it that, lad. This is mine. So, horny dude is protecting his croppage from a lady in blue and red cape who wants it. Like, literally. Oh my god, this is how it panned out. This is that guy with the flute. Is this the guy with our little pink number? But he's got fishnet stockings on. He's just... he's dealing with him. Now, he's so hideous, either they've obscured his face with the red, sort of, I don't know, clover, or he literally looks like that. Or is this after with the blood squirting out? No, his head's not there, is it? Is his head rolled anywhere? No? The dog's barking at him. I don't know. What a bloody nerve. Look, a cow's looking at the dog barking at him, chopping his head off, the weird monster. Oh. Ooh, that's that parasite worm head, isn't it? Just a bit bigger. Isn't it? Could be. Anyway, he's killing him. It's like they're just sniffing him out and like killing him because they're shape-shifting. Okay, which we've seen in Cosmographia. Liz, who's given a power by a lizard being. But her name must be Liz. She's like, Tokyo, Tokyo. Here, have a stick. I don't know what's going on there. He looks evil. In fact, that looks like Satan's just turned up. Serpents. Look at this. I'm gonna make you better. I'm gonna make you better with my Cthulhu. Ooh. So they all gonna be touching themselves as well, haven't they? But it's like, cause it, you know, they got a thing going on. Look at this though in the background. He's like, it was that big, I tell you. Again, they're all ginger. He's a bit brown, mostly brown. He's praying to the our heavenly hosts. She's like, right, I'm off. They destroy us. Yeah, it's not looking pretty good, is it? Smoke everywhere. So, obviously, you know, it's open to interpretation. We have decoded much of this, okay? And it's like, I'm not sure how animals are actually, you know, moving on water. They're analogous for craft, probably. And the ones that came out of the water, you know, from other places, who are the controllers? The controllers. Ovid, Metamorphoses. There's a little skull in there with blonde hair. Nice touch. So what you reckon on this? Blue orbit. What do you think it is? In a chem cloud. I've got 4 angels. Blue orbit. So, is that it? Is that it? Is that my end of my Ovid? Which I'm quite enjoying actually. Let's move on. And as you can see, Bernini. We should have some beautiful music for Bernini. Does exactly the same tale and story in much of his art. So Bernini, Renaissance sculpture, does a massive load of works, and they're all over Rome and the antique world, and he That's Phoenicians use Apollo or Liberty, because you've got the stars on a hat. And we've long pondered, although I did have a famous artist, and I googled him. He was very famous. What he's doing watching me, I haven't got foggiest, but he was watching me sort of saying, are these dead bodies? Is this some sort of penalty for, you know, or the end of your career as a you know, phony shell or what have you? Do they like embody you in this sort of strange technology? But it's like the smoothest. This guy says you can do this up with a chisel, but you know, I defy, you know, a chisel in like 1500s. What chisels, you know, what kind of tech? Purity. So yeah, same theme. Let's have a look at some examples. So is that a human hand? He's even got the pores, the veins. Talked about them before, but they just look like they're humans. Often thought about wax, you know, like because of basically carry on screaming, you know, odd bod. Whether or not, you know, the ones in like Madame Tussauds, they were actually Tatarian twist, you know, Tatarians in wax, dunked them in wax, or this, whatever. Look at this substance. Could have just created it in a vibrational quality, set it in situ, but it's just, I can't get my head around anybody could do such a talented thing. Look at the couch. That wouldn't be bad in this day and age. You got better stuff going on. A lot better stuff going on. I don't think they had McDonald's back then. And the veil, so thin you can see through it. Made of stone, guys, stone. Haunting, that one. Haunting. And there you go, again, what I just showed you. Same tale of Ovid. Watery reset, Phoenicians coming up. She don't pat me on that head. She's got orbs. That's beautiful, isn't it? So say, not sure, something DL. Okay. More Phoenicians. How do I know? The nose. I think that's that fiery pot again. Same theme. The veils, the flowers. What flowers are they, guys? Would you say? Is this morning glory? They look like bindweed. And the lace made of stone. Mind blowing. I can almost see hairs. Can you? You can't, can you? Because it's stone. What are they doing that? How are they doing that? Almost transparent stone. With a chisel. They do this with the chisel. So, I'm not sure. The roses, rhododendrons. They always got this lump thing going on. Maybe it's to do with, you know, femininity, you know, but awesome. And there you go. She's turning into her tree. Look at this. So lifelike, so real. Smooth. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Even the architecture in the background's mind-blowing. And use Bernini's Teresa. She's getting like that. You remember I said about that weird, you know, Chelavanusky fires the arrow. Yeah, and you get voodooed into, like, love. He's doing the same. And she's like, oh my. So, I'm not sure what's happening with him. But he's obviously metamorphosizing. A lot of this is the metamorphosis. Teresa, you're supposed to be a nun. Naughty nun. Naughty nun, come on now. Oh. So, but that goes on a lot. Teresa, encapsulating. There you go again. They just do a lot of this hiding thing with their cape going on. Look at the hair. Stone. I'm a tree. Yeah, big clues with that, I think. The metamorphosis. And we've seen that many times. The fisherman, same aquatic theme of Phoenicians coming from the water. which we'll see everywhere in Christendom. You know, same whatever they has with their tech that we haven't got. Okay, because basically they're, you know, super advanced and everything else. More Bernini's. And I really like that one. She's a Bacchusite, obviously, but she's got all the grapes on her head, as you see with the Bacchusite, but it's just vaguely familiar. It's really weird, that one. Oh, well, that one. Got the nose. Straight as an arrow. No indentation here, because they, like when you're born, they press it in there, so they retard your ass like that. So make sure you have less oxygen to your brain and stuff. Same flowers on that one. They look like, well, not pansies, are they? They're, don't know. Answers on a postcard. I love this one. This is just divine. Decadence. Check it out. Release. Look at the tassels. That's some work with a no room for error, is there? You know, it's not as if you can just chip one of them off and slip one morning because you've got a hangover, and you know, make it all better. Start over. I just fucked it up. I got to start over. How many pieces of marble do you think you actually got? Any eyes? Okay. Okay, like throw in something, obviously. Oh look, my wonderful cheddar banooskis. Whoa. Whoa. Small hands. Whoa. And this, you got to see each individual lace stitch. We talked about this for years now, actually, but it is mind-blowing. St. Teresa again. Oh, she's pointing at something, which Dan Brown would say is a clue. Oh. So, it's like, he looks evil. He looks really fucking evil, doesn't he? And how do they do that exactly? With stone. Look at the ceiling, guys. Wow. Ugh. Never know what to think with these Phoenicians, do you? Look at him, dog. But yeah, super clever stuff. God knows what's going on. So there's a fish head doing Baphomet. that they couldn't do in Baphomet, man. Oh, their ball weirdness, man. Ball on their ball. Yeah, when I'm down, he's doing a whole Baphomet, guys. And a Gorgon, EM Tech. And Argus for EM Tech. Wow! Busted! You Vaticans. You Vaticans. Okay. You should. Excuse me. So, let's move on. I got more stuff to show you on Firebrush. Okay. So that bit, actually, is over with now. We're going to move on. That was Ovid's Metamorphosis. Pretty cool stuff. We're going to look at some freaky pictures now from photography. Okay, we love this. These are the Victorians. Victory over who? I wonder. We say the Tatarians. We say Victorians. The cover story for what was really going on. Okay, so a photograph is the most important document. There is nothing more damning to go to prosperity than a silly, foolish smile caught and fixed forever. Mark Twain. Okay, now Mr. Clement has loads and loads of good sayings. I was really into Mark Twain when I was young. I really thought it was good because I read Huckleberry Finn. So Victorians on the beach. Now apparently they got to keep covered up on the beach. You won't get any towels. They don't seem to go in the water. I'm wondering what this fence is in the background. Goes out into the sea, almost as if, okay, they're in a camp. You know, they have beaches that have like fences to cut off where you can't go waltzing along. Well, they have a fence on their beach. Okay. She's got a strong back. And there's something off about the whole Victorian era. There's something off about society in general. But you can see what's going on there, can't you? Very suspect. Answers on a postcard. 3 fashionable young men at Yale University. Okay. Slamming one another's knobs in the door. in the dormitory. Dormitory. You break that down. Words etymology time. Anyway, I got some of these off of you guys, or all of them actually, and One Love, who sends them. One Love. She's good as well. So, all of this is a theatre. Remember, they had the curtains, you know, like Wizard of Oz. It's all behind the curtains. This is a stage. This is a show. It's all a stage show. So theatre, basically, you can make the word the heart. Okay, so theatre is the heart. Okay, the heart. Okay, is an anagram of the earth. So it starts with theatre, goes to the heart, is another breakdown to the earth, aka ergo electrical earth. Zap. So that's pretty good. Also see organization. Organ I Horace Sation. It's pretty good as well. So we got many more. We'll just flip through anyway. So she's allowed to show her ankles. You wanna watch her? So Evelyn Winchester. Oh, I know about her. She built a massive Tatarian house in California, didn't she? Is that her? Whole man owned Winchester rifles. I think it is, you know. Even in Winchester, I watched a film on her. So, a little Scottish man, 1880-89, happy couple from Scotland. She's got a kimono on. She looks brown. She's not Chinese, but she looks tanned. Nice hair. She's got a kimono on. Scotland. Don't go into details. Oh, yes. This is why they call them jugs. Okay, where else are you going to keep your teacups? So, 2 for tea. She's happy about it. But, fuck me. Wow. Wow. I wonder what that bell's for. This is how they got around in the past, guys. Unknown Victorian mid-jump. No, she's not mid-jumping. She's literally levitating around. She's an ascended master. She's an Lama of the Tatarian age. They don't need transport. Okay? Wow. Some snow sculpture. What's that? 1892 Snow Lady. Part of the exposition. Well, they're skillful, aren't they? Can build my snowman. Ladies pulling funny faces. Do you know if the wind changes, you're actually going to stay like that forever? Did you know that? Yeah, the wind changed. I've been like it for weeks. Yeah, it's a great photo. Yeah. She's picking her nose. She's completely normal. Anonymous woman. This is a tin type sold on eBay. It's just a girl playing a funny face. So they had sense of humour. Okay. A couple. Canoodling by the end. Hide me. They'll capture my soul forever in a photograph. Yeah. Why do they just give everyone devices with a scathing mirror so everyone can take a billion fucking selfies a day of them gurning at themselves forever and ever? Yeah. How many billions of photographs? It's fucking the timeline to shreds, guys. Let's have a look. That's why Native Americans and indigenous Australians and stuff didn't like their photograph. They just like they knew. So, don't photograph me. You trap my soul forever in a photograph, which is true because it's really spooky stuff. Why does her face look like it's not on there? Well, she was amused that day, but the opium was probably kicking in by then. So that's pretty good. Fucking burnt my arm. That's because I said something Victoria. Hang on. Get off. Right, there you go. Dates. Now, what we do on Flat Earth British and associated channels, and we've been doing for years, is we work off of like 1,000 years, maybe less, chronology from a reset or Noah's flood or what have you. But this is all we got to go on, and this is how we decode our stuff. Now, this is what we propose. I'll explain if you don't know and you're new to my channel. Here's an old map. This was passed to me. It's pretty funky. Of America's loads of anomalies. We'll look at it now. But the date, okay, is there, and it's a nice J, a 5, a dot, and a 9, and a 9. So is that 1599? Or is there a decimal point? We don't know, but we go in with 599, and this is how it works. Now, we do not go on Flatterday with Salgarian's chronology, okay, of the thousands of years after AD, after Jesus, etc. Okay, we go with this. Now, it was all of this, and we can prove this. I have many documents to prove this. The Jesuits, the Benedictines, the monks have rewrote history. They dish it out through, you know, libraries, institutions such as schools, curriculums, or pushed by world governments, etc. Okay, now, so this is the designation. This is how we work it out. Is Isus, if you see an I, which you do on most, okay, like an I to 1300, okay, or Christos, if you see that, okay, it's 300 years after. Now, I think, in my mind, that they turned the calendar off somewhere after events. I think the thing was too apocalyptic. There was nothing happening, you know. And then after reset, new arrivals, they start to pick up a bit, okay, and then they turn it on maybe 1500, call it the enlightening. So floor as flow, F-L-O, flow of water off the land, comes down, flow, Florida, Mexican, so everything is Mexico up in America, and Florida is down here. New France, up towards Canada. Okay, and up here is the Arcadians, which we look into. Cuba is a damn sight bigger than I remember there. That is a massive Cuba. Let's have a look. So it's really populated in South America at this period. Again. Oh, that's because it's the Pacific. I can't see any canal existing there, but let's have a look across the Atlantic, the Mer du Nord. And we get Africa. Get West Africa. We get the Iberian coast. We don't get Britain. It's up by here. Nothing north. So it's just the Americas. No Great Lakes. No inner interior, etc. But a J, a 5, and a 9, and a 9. And we've picked apart millions. I get sent these in all the time, guys. They are artworks, stacks. I got so many documents with these, and it's the same Phoenician theme, a tower, the fiery pot, and you get anomalous states, which is J738, 738 or 1738. Here again, Delphi, Holland. Look at these. This is beautiful. And you get J, okay, and you get 6, and you get an 8 and 8, and you're gonna get it. Look at this though. These are like inky, and you got an owl, inky owl. Oh. This is readable. It's in English. Interesting. He's got a mirror again. He's looking at himself in a mirror, and he's not looking at himself. He's looking at a human. We see that a lot. I think we just seen that in Ovid, J73, so 703. And this is why when I do my dates, I say 2019 or so, they say. Okay. J and a H. And a I, Isus 611. This one was, and a HB again, which we think is to do with electromagnetics or gravitational vortices, if you want to call them that, electromagnetic vortices. And this was taken by Mel many moons ago, a couple of years ago. Thank you for that. That's interesting. You got metal coming off of there. This is lead, PB, bum. That's expensive. J698. Okay, J704 on a pot. That's a nice J. So it's not an I, is it? So it's not 1700, is it? It's a J700. I don't know. Not even a J, an I don't even know. Okay, and they get quite obscure as well. And you've got J6. Well, it's not quite a J, it's more of an I6. 86. And they just go on. A J700, laurel leaves, and Jesuitical. I6, 8. And an I or a J703. And it's just endless amounts of them. I've got many documents, many maps which show you this. Okay, so that's what we propose anyway, guys. And that, if you don't know and you're new to the channel, this is what we're going off of. It's like 1,000, maybe less, 800 years, who knows? Chronology, I bet it will be stretched out because we think there's years turns off. Maybe. Who knows? Because nothing fits. We're going to look at Sakhalin. Okay, it's the biggest Russian island, and it's quite close to Japan. And I have photographs of it when it was basically a gulag or a island of exile. So let's have a look at the population. Right, this is the biggest Russian island, full of Antiquitents. Okay, resonators, whole thing's beautiful. Just have a look at it. Look at this. It's like a little power station. And look at the quality, and look at the stone, the railings, everything on a little island. But they bring the populace in, which are not like the architects of such device, because they live in mud huts, etc., or log cabins, dashes, or what have you, and all of this is there already in fields, as you always get, in mud, no infrastructure, duckboards, but you get big totalitarian buildings. See, this place has got the telegraph, hasn't it? Yeah. Is it? What are they? Sorry about that. Let's just have a look at what they are. They're steel with no top on them. Well, not telegraph. What the fuck are they? What are they? Not interesting. Alright. Got bell towers, vibrational quality again. What are they? There's no lights on them. These are telegraph. So they got more than Market Street in San Francisco and New York in 1890s. Same lovely Italian feel to this. All them dogs. And here they are. You got a mixture of white Europeans, and you got a mixture of, I suppose, Tartar types, and what are like Oriental people, or maybe Siberians, or maybe even Mongolians. Look at the size of this dude here, guys. He's a big one, isn't he? Unless they're just all little women. Okay. So they all look pretty Russian. Okay. So she's staring at somebody's dead thing. Oh! Antiquitent. Blonde children. Lots of blonde people. So I'm guessing it gets hot, but they got hats on. Oh, no, it gets fucking cold. Really cold. Okay. Well, really cold. But they, they dress accordingly, and they got nice clothes on. Peasants are not too. Look at all of the device in the background, and they're in mud next to the railway lines. So you got the train. Okay. See if we got. Ooh, I was just going to say, see if they got any more Antiquitech. So they have. So they have got Antiquitech. Much of it. Who knows what it does. Okay. So again, duck boards, wooden boards, fresh trees, mudded streets in this place. But they got the railway has arrived there. Beautiful architecture. Sorry about that. So, orthodox elegance, which you can see a lot. So here they are in their or their hangout. No way. Now they look cool. They're really cool. Not dissimilar to North American Indians in my mind. Don't know what you think. Right, I'm gonna have to skip on. So mag down and have a look at these. we miss on there? Oh, children. Okay, you know, look sort of Mongolian. So do they, or maybe even Japanese, or Inuit soldiers, white uniforms. Okay, and other soldiers on the beach. So I guess you could examine these at closer scrutiny. Some sort of mining operation, moving of something. Here's a load of children. Let's have a look at these new arrivals, because it's about exile, so it's exodus, isn't it? They're shipping them out. From wherever. Where are their parents? Who knows? Maybe these are them. It's difficult to tell, isn't it? So, biggest Russian island near Japan, and an exile of people into a mud-flooded place. Okay, got some intellectuals there working this stuff out. Very modern looking lighthouses. Okay. Okay, I won't be able to spend forever on this, but violent Chinese, it says on top, so they turn up with attitude then. Violent Chinese prisoners. Okay, so this is some sort of camp for the whole island, I'm guessing, like a proper gulag. So we have a convicted woman and statue of a native woman. It's a samurai. This looks like a boat. So yeah, these are prisoners. So what are they doing with the prisoners? What's their industry? Mining. I wonder what they're mining for. Gold. Wow, that's some jetty. They're shipping out something. So the whole island is a load of slaves. Wharf of Alexandrokov. And you got a shit hot lighthouse. It's all about the sea. This whole island, I got a feeling, is just one. Look at this, the roofs. Is that behind a hill? I guess so. But still all in the mud. No paths, duck boards, wooden boards. It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Look at it. Sorry, let's slide across. Please share this out, guys. Duck boards. And mud. Okay. Again, duck boards and mud and Antiquitents. Doesn't go. Okay. And again, duck boards, mud, and no infrastructure. Let's have a look what these jars are. Collection at a museum. That's a school. I'm not really saying what they are. They look like there might be animals in them. I don't know. Let's not find out, shall we? Okay. So, highly interesting. All islands exile because they're slaves, they're mining. They're not living particularly well, but the elites are. So it's a camp. It's a huge gulag. Convicted women. And they keep them alive just long enough to... Collection of minerals. Isn't that interesting? And tree samples. In the tundra. Isn't that interesting? Tree samples in the tundra. They wanted to know the change in the climate. And then in the summer months, I guess it goes boiling hot. The state of that track across that. Bloody rubbish. Very temporary. Okay, prisoners all. He's chained to the chairler. Looks tough. No prisoners. One can only wonder what their lives were like. Look at these. Proper samurai. Oh, look at this dress. That's cool. Okay, you're going to get the book. You won't miss nothing. These are the elites, like the museum. At their port. Yeah, that's a mine. That's what they're doing. We've got a whole Place mining. Oh, they look cold. They're quite jolly though, for slaves. She doesn't look jolly. They don't look jolly. They live in Antiquitents. Yuts. Yuts. Oh, that's fucking cruel. Hate taxidermy. And they got guards everywhere. Keep an eye on them. Where are they going to go? They're on an island. They got to arrive on barges. This many. Well, that is very intriguing. Okay. So, a gulag in Sakhalin Island of Exile. It's the biggest island in Russia. So there's for you to look at. Okay, let's move on, because I want to look at some stuff. Now, this is a depiction of the remnants of World War One of a French town. Let's have a look at the damage. Okay. They had some sort of telegraph going on. I don't know how many wires they need. Maybe it's a telephone. It was around. But look at the heat. The twist's metal. So, what does that? What does that? So it's been a while because it's had a chance for the grass to green over. Okay. Everything else seems okay in the background. It's not too bad. Escape the blitz or the bombing. She looks like she's added, but she's got a cat. What's she staring at, guys? Where her house once was. There's the floor. The steps would have gone up. This would have been a mud flood lower level, because these are the joist holes. It's cobble, so it doesn't do horse and cart. This is mud flooded across the road, and it's completely unaffected by the blast and the fire that took this place out across the road. Maybe it's had repairs. Time's gone by. Is it photoshopped? Not even the glass out. Strange shot, that one. But selective bombardments. Let's move on. This is about happy hats. I'm not going to read all of it because I'm not in a reading mood. And it's brilliant. It's, if you're into happy hats, it is brilliant. So, strange properties and histories of the magic hat. On wishing hats, top hats, and the helm of death hat, and other mystical headwear. Okay, so this is a cool article. Check that out. Okay, so a telling aspect of the magical hat is its physical thing, is that its form is often mundane appearing, in the shape of a traveller's or a labourer's hat, such as a cap or a simple fedora. Okay, described as a coarse velvet hat. Well, we've looked in felt hat. We've looked into felt's properties. It has conductive electromagnetic properties because it is washed in mercury, and there's mercury in it, felt. So, anyway, I've looked into Grimm's fairy tales. I've done a thing about him in the past, but like I said, I'm not reading all that. These are the different sorts of happy hats, but this is really intriguing. Yeah, a cap as a hat form in one of the oldest is one of the oldest types of headwear. The etymological root of the word cap, as historical Beverly Chicot plausibly suggests in her Encyclopedia of Hats, we'll have to see that, comes from the Germanic hut, meaning hut, and is connected with the Belgic Britain word cap-an, meaning wattle huts and cabins. These meanings seek. She sees the cap as covering akin to architecture, which I just showed you on Ovid's. There's a woman, a Phoenician, she's got a building on her head, like architecture. They wear architecture on their heads, and hats means building or hut. Isn't that intriguing and a cluage? So what other happy hats do we get? Okay, so these are two happy hats from the Phoenicians. Okay, Romans. Okay, that's Castor and Pollux, and it is indicative of it's being born, according to Carl Jung, from a single egg. Okay, what's this? Rised out of dark unconscious, associated with a magic hat of time, awareness, consciousness, is that also appears throughout many tales of the magic hat. Norse got magic hat. Okay.
and Hermes and alchemical stuff. Also, wishing hat. Okay, I'll give you the link. You can read all this for yourself. So there's many types of hat associated with magic and technology. Okay, pass that to you, and we can move on. Right, photographs of the day. Let's see if I can get through any of these. But first, Antiquitents. Dun, 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 dun. I could have brought images up of wigwams, but I'm sure you got them in your mind. This is a lead atlas. Hopefully I'm going to be able to present it. Oh, hopefully. So, it's a lead atlas of Jerusalem Bible days, okay, and the carnage that ensues. Got Solomon's temple, etc. There's Nebuchadnezzar, okay, or Neb, but they got these really elaborate tents, and you'll see a camp later where the tents are put out in what looks like a circuit board form, but check the city in the background. But they all have Antiquitect. In this one, it's got a little, maybe, antigen gathering umbrella. Okay, somebody's about to get a scepter in the head. So how can you kill someone with a scepter in the head? I suppose you could pierce him in the head, but, you know, it's not really designed for that. This is a zap in the head. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar has a taser. A taser. Okay, so they are the most... This is by Pierre van der Haar in Lead Atlas 17 or I733, and they're the most detailed depictions you will ever see. They are mind-blowing. This is, okay, Sacking the Temples of Jerusalem by Titus Vespasian. Okay, Titus is Vespasian's dad. Okay, he's like another weird Phoenician. And they burn the entire city, which looks like the most amazing Antiquitect architecture. Better than now. Our Romanesque buildings are these. So let's see what goes on. So 1733 Romans. So there's a lot of killage going on, as you expect. I don't know whether this is to do with what I presented in my last post, the vengeance of Jesus Christ. I don't know what this is. It seems to be water. Yes, it's water. So it's water, it's flood, it's plasma. They don't show you what weaponry's doing such things though. But it's so bad they need to jump. So it's happened quickly, they didn't have time to get out of there. Okay. Herod's temple. Excuse me, Solomon's temple. Okay. And it's full of Phoenician Antiquitect devices, which are like pots, but they know the designs like yesterday. It's crazy how they know the designs. Okay. And it looks like stuff you could have in Holland or something. And it's supposed to be the biblical era. It's supposed to be the Bronze Age. In their chronology. Yeah, they're building this stuff. With Phoenician decoration. It's all recent. All of it. More recent. They are the same as what they do with stars and stuff. You know, they say they're X amount of light years away. You know, what do they know? And it's the same with history. You know, they say it's, you know, X amount of years away. All they're doing is, you know, controlled. Whatever they found out, they're hiding the rest. Spinning everyone a yarn. So you got some guy here chopping up some people. Like I said, guys, you know, these Phoenicians, everything's to do with strange meat, metamorphosis, fascist technologies. So we've got Alexandra there. And Alexander there. Alexander and Alexandra. Okay, is that the Great? Because he's an old dude. He's supposed to have died young. What him? Oh, that's Antony. Antony and Cleopatra. He doesn't look very Roman, does he? So what went on there then? Okay. So all will be linked. You won't miss anything. This is Carnage. More of the atrocious Temple of Solomon sackage. Okay, so there's a lot of shit going down. It's like a movie, this is. There's so much going on. Look at this guy with horns. Oh, it's them strange Phoenician deities. They're going to carry him around, aren't they? So we got the massive giant menorah from the temple for giants, which is a device. Stealing everything. Sacking all the buildings before they burn them. Okay. That's a human pyre. Somebody else is going to get char grilled. God, look at these cities. Saving a baby. She's got a big rock. Wow, this is such carnage. And they're burning all history, all the documents, so they can rewrite it later. Here's your proof. So burning all of the history books to rewrite it. Real time. Okay. Killing beasts. Giving people FEB.og. Some strange meat, human boiling going on. Legs and arms. Yeah, like I said. Wow, look at that. He's got a dog head, hasn't he? He's not human, is he? He's got a cat head. Cat head. Ah. Right. Right, let's see what other personalities we got from antiquity. Okay. I recognise him. So that is Jesus of Nazareth. Bit of a straight nose there. He's got a lot of like sort of Phoenician stuff going on. Judas, Caesar, and Pontius Pilate. So it's everyone in that one. Why have they got an upside down cross next to Jesus? No. Why are they doing that then? I'm not sure what that is. Could be Garden of Gethsemane. Any more weirdness going on? No way. Fasces. Strange deities. And an upside down crossage. Okay. Okay. So Judas Maccabus. He's got a wicked funky hat. And Anatocius Ephelinius. It's okay. Beeping away. So that's pretty good. And this is the post-flood world, is it? Could be, could be. Petrax Constantinopolis. Okay. So let's see if we get Phoenicia. Indeed we do. So the land of the Canaanites. Let's check some of these names out. They're massive cities. They got Philadelphia. Remember, anything with Oleopolis on it, like, you know, Heliopolis, is the Phoenicians. So let's have a look. Dionysus, ooh, Constantinus, Nepolis, Medusas, Maximanopolisis, wow, Bostra, Adra, Philadelphia, yeah, anything polis, like Metropolis, which they invented, by the way, the tyrants of Tyre, Berytus, Babylus, Tripolis. So check these names out. The Phoenician Palmyra Gate there, Palmyra, part of Phoenician Empire. Even Mesopotamia is Macedoniapolis. So, you know, it's safe to presume, like, that, you know, Alexander the Great is, you know, in my mind, he's a Phoenician. He's got the fucking nose, it looks exactly like him, and they show you as part of the Mesopotamia is part of the empire, which all of it is at this takeover. Akaba. Okay. Marcopolis. Edessa. It's like Odessa, isn't it? Have a look. This is one bloody good map. Okay. Everything in here has got a Phoenician name. Okay. The names stop in Mesopotamia. Babylonia's down here. They got nothing on there. Wow, that's a very intriguing map. Usage. Let's move on. A map of Phoenicia, and this lady's got a double Vajra, levitating. It's not lady. It's something else. It's not even human. It's got Antiquitents. Got a hat, which means hut or buildings on her head. She's Liberty. She's Apollo. She's Phoenician. She's got little animals running over her because she could be a giant. She's not human. And she has a Vajra, which is electromagnetic technology. What else she got? Yeah, this thing is a vibrational tool. We'll look into this later on. We have some pictures and some information on this. We'll look into a later period. So Marta. Okay, that is freaky as fuck. But Vajra, which you get in all India. So play music. Back's in half. I need to get this on. Okay, I only got my pics of the day, yeah. So look at the architecture on this place, though, guys. Knock spots off today. So they're still doing a bit of sacking, alright, nicking stuff. And what's this? Okay. So there's the Mediterranean. This is upside down. This is an upside down map, and this is Constantinople, the Bosphorus, and this is the Black Sea, which is Pontis Imara. It's upside down. So this is the Black Sea, is it? It's difficult to determine. Looks like it's upside down to me. Why is Cyprus part of a landmass? It was very confusing. Syracusum. It's part of Sicily. Okay. Okay. Aquadinin. So it is Asia Minor. Gallipoli. Yeah, alright. This is the Black Sea. It's pouring out Gallipoli. Blah blah blah. You got the Dardanelles out into the Mediterranean, which is down here. Okay. So that makes sense. Right. Well, that took some decoding. Pet monkey. And the plasma dove. I think he's saying, you're going up. You're ascending, babe. Orb and scepter. Maria. Mata Regina. Queen Maria. Well, she got an orb and a scepter. He's got one eye. That's Matthew. Matthew. He's got a thing on his head. Matthew. Marcus. He's got a lion. He's got a really grumpy face. He's not eating him. Just like Daniel and the lion's den. They didn't eat him, did they? He's got an eagle. Helps him with his writing. Johannes. John. And Lucas, is it? In medieval era. Okay. And saintage all getting up together. Then we get saintage because they get flames on their head when they're saintage. Because they're late, you know, they're high state of consciousness. Okay, so they're doing some, let's rock this person. So they're stoning a religious person because he got a halo. Some guy in the clouds with a cross. Ooh. Okay, this is the last step, but let's have a look what they're chowing down to. Okay, it's behind the curtain. End of set. You know, set. set. Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? End of set, end of Satan. And it's behind the curtain, which is going to be lush purple. strange architecture, and you get this going on. And they're eating dog. Do you think it's gonna hurt? Yeah, I think it's gonna hurt. Okay. So the Last Supper, or so they say. Okay, let's have a look at some more Phoenician stuff. This is pretty shit up. Okay, so these are taken from bas reliefs that actually existed. So they say. Esophagus. Okay. Esophagi. Alright then, we've drawn to the end. They're all in medieval clobber because it's the Bible days. You see? Medieval. Cloves. So it's a feast. A feast and nothing else dodgy going on. Okay. The Romans. Oh, he's got fasces holding it like a shotgun, and he looks like he's, you know, special something. I think there's something going dodgy on there. It's got corner frowns. Corner frown. Corner crowns. I feel a bit pukey. So yeah, that's Pilate washing his hands with him. Okay. So they say that the cause of death is actually, like, 'cause nails ain't gonna kill you through your arms and legs. Like, probably nice gangrene sets in months later. So it's asphyxiation. They break the legs so you can't draw breath through your solar plexus and you slowly suffocate. It's quite miserable, you know. But you can survive. You survive tomorrow and you get down, or the day after, how long they give you hanging there. You know, sucking air like this. Put your hands above your head. See how hard it is. Oh look, it's, I can't pronounce this. Medicine, or Starbucks, or in this case, IO. Just got a stick of dynamite, snake legs. Oh, no. So we've got the A and the W again. Wow, Alpha and Omega, either side. Twin Tauruses, P-code. If you read and watch The Greatest Secret Never Told, and I haven't got my new book here with me. If you read The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth, the new Flat Earth British bookage, check him out. He's got a Antiquitents cat. They're a thing, guys. From now on, these look like sigils or electrical components. This is wicked. Look at this. Look at this. So you get fasces, because he's a weapon. A load of torture implements, like the flail or cat o' nine tails or what have you. Manacles, chains, crampons for your ears, whatever. Chains. And it says apocal, whatever, and it's Bible codes, verses, crossfire lamps, and a lot of leaves of control. Oh, it's all associated with torture. Nice touch. What we got here is mummy, maybe. Yes, that's Lazarus, isn't it? Breathing life into Lazarus, a mummy. Okay, lads, go and have to take a bath now. You're a bit whiffy. Oh no, they're burying him. There's Bible verse. So there's get a lot of that going on. Rising of the dead, zombie stuff. Okay. Phoenician. And these exist everywhere with the horn heads. And even the Phoenician language. What about him? What do you think he does in antiquity? This is from 1733. Got the grapes, vibrational qualities, Holy Grail, Flatterday, gange, tree, maple leaf, tic-tac, DNA, maybe. Oh, very interesting. So, ooh, I'm getting puffed out, I am, guys. This has been going on ages now. Nobody's going to watch a 2-hour vlog. So let's have a go. Or maybe you will. Don't know. Okay. They are pulling his skin off. He hasn't got any bits hanging there. They're all gone. He's having his skin pulled off. I think. He's been given a lead, I think. Maybe it's a drink to make it, you know, the skin sag or something. It's really weird. So, some whipping going on. More torture. So what's happening on this is everyone's stoned to death. Skin taken off. Decapitation. It's a rack. Somebody whacking him in the belly with a stick while he's on the rack. Somebody being poured hot lead into the belly to give them a plum bum. Okay. All the overseers watching everyone getting fucking tortured. What is this? Jeez, guys. So that's what they're doing to the inhabitants of Jerusalem then. Look at the size of the doors. Isn't it? But over there, is there more death going on? Yeah, what about on there? Yeah. Wow, guys. The Phoenicians suck hard. We need to get rid of them. Get rid of them. Look. It's just like proper Phoenician, right? It's got all the Phoenician thing going on. It's like what you do when you turn up. You rip them off, burn their city, crucify the entire population. Why don't you? Check that out, guys. Crucify the entire population. Probably wine that. So they don't have cinema, they say, so they just kill everybody. Wow, guys. On all different ways as well, you know, they keep it, you know, they keep it flavour, they keep it, you know, variated, so nobody gets killed the same way, and all the while they're under an Antiquitent, which is my new favourite word. Don't know. Doing a handshake. It's a bit weird, isn't it? And after the reset, as a giant, it's got to be a giant's coffin. Rachel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Bible story. Yeah, you get a lot of dead Spraguage, the babies, and you get like Antiquitech around a coffin. This is to protect whatever's in there, giantage. It's all covered in crap because everything's gone to crap. Mud. So brilliant. Let's move on. Hope there's not too many more. Oh yeah, and what you get is a selection of Asian languages. You get Hebrew. And I've gone through them, I've got them all written down, and they got some common characteristics, like the Gemmel and the Beth and the Aleph, all one origin, which is phonetics, which you're all speaking now, okay, because of its spells and its vibration. And they don't like languages without it, like the Chaldean, and Solomon's alphabet, and Sumerian's alphabet, or Sumatrians it says there, and Syrian, and you get the Phoenicians, and there is their alphabet. And you can compare all of these, and they have one common origin, which is Phoenician. And use the Phoenicians in Egypt, and you can compare this to Phoenician, and it's not a billion miles away. And this is the real hieroglyphics, not ideographic. You have words which have letters, which you can do, and it's nothing to do with the Rosetta Stone, by the way, because it's 1733. They didn't find it by then. Let's wait. So I think that's it. That's bloody epic. I'm really happy that that went through. Just check I'm alright, not frozen or anything. Wow, funky. Now, It's nearly 8 o'clock UK time, so I'm going to have to whiz through now. Otherwise you're not to see this. This is a collection of advanced medical anatomy, which looks like it's made by a CT scan. I've posted about such things before. If I can bring them up. That's Metamorphosis. There. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you, but I'm going to show you a few before I pass them, because we need to get on, because I'm not going to be able to... So it's a human anatomy, and they show... I'm not sure about this one. There's a few in here I don't even like that one. What do you make of that, guys? And it comes up. Excuse me. What do you think of that? Alien? Look at the heads on them, guys. They're going to blow up? No, I knew it wasn't going to fucking do. But you can see there, guys. Look at these things here. Alien heads on them. Big, massive heads. Let's see if I can blow that up. 2 seconds. No, I'm not waiting around. Just pass that to you guys. You'll have a look at it later when you get back home. You are home, you know what I mean. Pics. I was going to go through some pics, but guys, I ain't going to have the time. We're just going to run through a quick few. These are on basically the think tank, and it is jam-packed full of groovy stuff. Like the air traffic that we used to have. Can you imagine? In steampunk days. And air balloons. And this is New York City, believe it or not. Believe it or not, this is near to 42nd Street, apparently. Or 5th Avenue, excuse me, where the Vanderbilt mansion is, and everything. As you can see, it looks like plots are already there. Looks like they've been obliterated. Stone roads are already there, grids and blocks from somewhere. There's had what looks like destruction. It's the railway in America. I showed that on my last post. And this says it's the views of Mammoth Cave, and it says that it is a specimen of a giant. Okay, so this is a giant's coffin. And that is a star fort which has half disappeared into a hillside. So the hillside is mud and is coming later, and it's covered all of the star fort with mud. And the star fort's no longer there. There's plenty of them on Google Earth. Oh, excuse me. Antiquitents. That's Philadelphia. We've looked at this. We've seen this on Levy's channel. It's a mind blower. And it's not even finished at that stage, the top bit. Phoenicians. Le Feu. And there's strange monkeys and locking codes. 2 mock suns. Depicted in the past. And the mirror past, safeguarding our future. I've shown 100 times on Flight of British. Oh, I love that. I know somebody will love that out there. That is beautiful. I'd like that as my thumbnail. Opium. This is a warehouse for opium to addict the population of China. They're going to pop in with the stuff, shoot off again, deliver it to the people who were there to work, and get the entire population fucked and addicted. So that's a plague. Plages. I think. Looks like they're not well. Anyway. So again, the idea. I think this is like Roman-esque type of thing. Mud flood. And a mermaid. That's real. She's real. They caught her on film. Captured her. Captured in a fish tank in Barry Island. So, my favourite homunculus. Hi, Dad. So, let's move on. Now, I've got another channel I hadn't given back this week. If you have not been watching my last posts, Flat of British is back. But I have made videos on it. I put the Congo, Africa, a tarnished nation from rags to riches 2 days ago. And I'm going to keep on putting old videos off my other channel. I've got like 1,000 videos up on here. I'm going to keep going on Flat of British, the channel you're watching this on now. But please subscribe to this, because there's going to be loads of stuff going through this. This will be my backup channel, and it's called Flat of British Think Tank. Okay, and there's loads of stuff on there to choose from if you want to take a look. A book, okay, which I've had brilliant feedback from every day. It's so many emails. This book is shown all over the world. I see people holding this book. It's just brilliant that everyone is so digging it, which I knew anyway, so I felt confident about it. So yeah, that's going down a treat. If you want to know about this book, I'll give you this link. I haven't got one on me here. Let me get one, I'll show you. There you are. The Holy Grail of a Flat Earth by Liedtke, and a great Flat Earth British think tank. So you can read that. It's absolutely mind-blowing. You're going to love it. And use our website. Now guys, there's very exciting stuff coming up in Flat Earth British. I'm going to fill you in the next week or two when things are being sorted out properly, but be excited, be very excited. Stay tuned in and in tune, and keep watching Flat Earth British, because we are going to just be super fantastic this year. Okay, we all are. Okay, Mudflood, Tataria's shapes, Tataria, Fasces, comets, the permanent. Starforts, Technismia, Antiquitec, airships, maps, and giants, resources, words, and news. Okay, so we're adding to words. We're going to have Antiquitent on there. Okay. This will be shown by 10 o'clock UK time, because I won't be able to do it any earlier. Oh, I'm so thirsty. There's no coffee in it. Right, FEB words. Okay, we've got Antiquitec, Technismia, okay, which is explained in the book, or The Greatest Secret Never Told, which you can watch on Flat Earth British Liedtke channel. Not this one, the other one. Miasma, Aquatic, which is a favourite of ours. Phoeniciify, which is when they come in and turn all of this weird death cult stuff on. Happy Hats, which we're going to look at now. Orbs, Sceptres. See this weirdy gun? They got a new film about them, haven't they? They got Anthony Hopkins, a Welshman, fucking playing him. Cymatics, weather control, resonators, Vajras, which you just showed you, active charge, Taurus, the Faceless Knight, the Phonies, plasma, wobbly columns, knobbly bits. We love knobbly bits on Flat British. Homunculus, we like them too. Strooks, child frogs, and controllers or control-us. The conners are trolling us. Chimeras, weirdy gun. Okay, that's about as weird as it can get. The Gorgon, stupors, free energy, vitrification, liquefaction. Okay. Fleur-de-lis, the pinecone, your pineal gland, pinecone pineal, and snakes and plasma discharge, all on this beautiful, fantastic website of Flat Earth British peeps. Okay, let's have a little look at Happy Hats. Happy Hats. It's just explaining. There's no links to Happy Hats. But anyway, this is FEB words in case you don't know. Okay. Oh, I got so many pictures. It's not fair, but I've been through Bernini. Just show you a couple more. That's that again in New York. This is apparently going to be 5th Avenue, but there are lots. It's all just mud. And in case you don't know, this is an old map of Egypt, Cairo, and you see the pyramids, and loads and loads and loads of them, and they're on top of what looks like tree trunks or mesas. Okay, they're not there now because they're all covered in sand, aren't they, from some sort of apocalyptic event. Also, it's Africa, and it's full of lovely little British deciduous trees. Okay, ones that lose their leaves in the winter. It's not actually sandy at all. You don't see a palm tree because there's no palm trees because they're all deciduous. It's green. Because Africa's green. It's had a big event. It's been turned to dust using electromagnetic technology. Don't you know? This is by Gustave Doré, I believe. And it's a giant leaving in 1912, and everyone's basically exodusing because the giant's going off back, the titan's going off back to sea. Okay, Vajratech, what it does, resonates. The controllers, but they're resetting up. You better dig in, get me my gold, bitch. He's like, good gold. So some Pythagorean stuff going on. Pythagorean, and none of these classical Greeks, not one of them you could prove any existence of outside of the You know, this is all we got. We got Cicero, our contemporaries. And this is apparently from antiquity. One can only wonder what this is, but it's definitely a device, isn't it? It was below ground. This is mud. Stone. It's tech. For what it could do, who knows. And isn't that weird how a glass of water, when light shining through it, looks exactly the same as your sun halo. Okay. Water. Like the sun shining through water. Because exactly the same. I mean identical. Because there's water up there. Space is not a thing. Use more dog heads turn up. Okay, they're not masks. They're dog heads. They've got strange tech as well. These are not for stabbing shit. What can you stab with them? Anyway. They've got buttons on the end. I don't know what this gang are. So this is an engraving. I believe it's German, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Oh, he's got a flaming something or other. And no face at all. Because he's got chainmail. And that's giant feet. Ah, what you get when you walk into St. Petersburg. Okay. Light bulb head. I just took my head off. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Oh, fuck me. Get it back on. They're killing him as well. Yeah, Wurzel Gummidge does that. Somebody mentioned Wurzel Gummidge in my comments that I reminded of them. If you don't know Wurzel Gummidge, YouTube it. And Sal got nice piece of cake for me. And it's all about the tower, lightning. Twin towers, towers, lightning, falling. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, it's on your hair. So fiery, plasmery, musicy, heavenly hostiness. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. If you Google like Alan Watts, who's definitely part of the dialectic of one of them, okay, and you don't like flat earthers, it's got Eye of Horus, and on his tree he's got a pair of glasses. Something going on with them opticians, you know. What about this? I know somebody like that. She's ginger. Yeah. I think what's going on there is with Shadow Man, with his infinite portalness into infinity, the things are flying out of red and white dove, is she's got him on a shoestring, and she's got a happy hat. Oh, nice happy hat. Oh, nice happy hat. Ooh, give me that happy hat. Right by your face. Okay, she looks nice. They look nice. Not. So that's it. Enough Phoenicians. This one's buried that stupa in the mud because it's been mud flooded. Because mud floods thing. Cemetery art I've been looking into in the past. I think that's a lady in there. I don't think that's a statue. I think because they caught her essence. I think that's like a real person. It's been like sickly in some time in the past. And we're going to finish on the ultimate happy hat, the ultimate Phoenician happy hat. Wings open. I bet I can imagine with the weight of that, every time he stands up, he falls over and coming back. Please make sure to share this out, Flat with Britishness and everything else on Flatterday. Hope this all went well. Hope you enjoyed. There's been some lovely stuff to look at. Ovid. Ovid? Yeah, here's an Antiquitent. It's on my wall in my room. So it's an Antiquitect tower. It's got a massive tent. Okay, so you pull up with your carols and stuff. Okay, reinvigoration. And it's got copper cables as well going up to the tower. Okay, so that's the new thing. Antiquitents. Okay. So shall it be. Anyway, peace and love to you. If you need me, Liedtke7@gmail.com. Okay, I'll link my Facebook, I'll link my email address, I'll link all that juice what you just seen. It's 8 o'clock UK time. I'll see you in chat, we'll hang out, and I'll be back very, very soon, in a few days. Okay, so I do like to recap. So we've been looking at Antiquitents. Awesome, I love them. We've been looking at some carnage, mass murder happening as the sacking of Jerusalem. Okay, and, you know, Solomon's Temple, etc., which I put as a more recent age. And let me show you this before I go. Stay there, guys. This guy here, right, is going to make me a theme tune, and I'm going to shout him because it was such a kind thing. I'll load a load of you know, Jermaine, Artemis, and Joseph, Brandonburg, who made a video. He does like the comedy outtakes. So this is Micheal O Lynn. Big shout out to you, Michael, my brother. Thank you very much for that. And this is what he did. So Matt leaked a theme song idea. Check this out. I thought it was really cool. I like that. So okay, so it's only 3 minutes, and I'm gonna give this guy a shout. Please don't copyright me. I'll put it on quick. Okay.
Okay, why? Because I do it every day. It's alright. It's okay, why? Because I do it every day. Hey there. Just wanted to share this with you. Quite a long time ago, I came up with a theme song for Martin Liedtke's channel. And it always just came to me, you know, and I mean, I was just, it used to always play in the back of my mind, and I was going to present it to him one time, and I decided not to, and nor am I right now, but I do want to show you. And I kind of want to describe the way it would be, the production of it would be. The guy that would be the lead singer of the presentation would be like a circus, old ringling circus guy with a megaphone or mega horn. And then you hear like a boom, boom, boom marching band, old kind of like shitty drums and cymbal, you know? So like, come on, kids, that big idea story. It was never shared when you were a kid. Martin speaking. And you hear one yelling at the same time, going, Martin speaking, Martin speaking. After you go into the time, history is one big line, Martin speaking. They all yelling together, kind of deal. And
Be quick there,
that's it.
Michael.
And I probably showed you very much the gist of it. And it's a lot of fun. But I share it, you know, why not? Hey, just waiting for some videos to render. Still thinking about that
Hi, Michael.
Martin Liedtke theme song I cooked up quite a while ago. It must have been over a year and a half ago anyway. A while ago. And I was thinking it would be pretty funny if we were to make it, even for fun. You know what I mean? Just for fun. You don't have to make it to be a theme song. No pressure. That's the reason why I didn't want to do it. I didn't want it for that reason, but I think it would be good to share. And I was thinking while I was waiting for videos, and I thought it'd be pretty funny and cool once the production was recorded or whatever to have King Thumb and Mrs. Thumb, King Thumb be the one that is the speaker, you know, like, ladies and gentlemen, and then all the congregation or whatever goes, Martin speaking, and yeah, we could record clips from everybody, you know what I mean? Have something they could listen to and record their voice at the same time, and then email it in and get all the think tank synchronized on the chorus, you know, something cool like that. Never know. Be fun. Anyway, it's ideas. The ideas. Alright, see you later.
Thanks, Michael. Oops. Sorry. Thanks, Michael. I'll link that up. I really like that idea. Yeah, I'm really in for a theme tune. Thank you very much for that. Do that. Cool. And everyone else who shouts my book. And there's some very interesting things on horizon. Flat horizon. Like I said just now, keep an eye out. Alright, watch this space. I know I said that 1,000 times, haven't I? Yeah, no. Peace and love. Happy Flatterday. Happy everything. Happy week. Peace and love. I'll see you soon. Before the new year, probably. No. So, happy 2020. This will be, basically tomorrow will be, no, I'll be back. Fucking New Year's Eve. Fuck all that. Yeah, 19, 19, 18. 2019, or so they say. I said.